Greetings fellow commanders and welcome to the channel. I am the Shotgun Shogun, and so you have started playing Azurlane. Now you might be a little confused, out there adrift on the ocean, but don't worry, today I have 10 tips that will help you out as a new player. Tip number 1. Spend your gems on dorm slots. These are going to provide you with passive XP while you're sleeping, working, grinding, and doing other things. Not only that, but it will also increase the morale regen of your ships faster when they are housed here. This brings me to tip number 2. Save your Decor tokens to expand your housing area. This will allow you to get to the second floor faster, meaning that the girls that are housed on the second floor gain morale back even faster than the girls on the first floor. This is very important, and you will want to make sure that you get there as soon as possible. For tip number 3, make sure you're doing all of your dailies. This includes your daily challenge quests, your missions, and the PvP. Additionally, remember on Sundays you can do all 3 of the daily quests, so make sure you take some time to clear all of them, as the loot boxes, books, and equipment enhancements from these are very huge and very important. Not only that, but this is the easiest way to get free stuff. Tip number 4. Don't worry about rolling the gacha early on. Save your wisdom cubes, because unless you are fishing for certain SSRs, almost every other ship drops somewhere on a map. This game is incredibly free to play, and as long as you are willing to drop the time to farm, you can get those amazing ships, and some of the best ships in the game are only dropped on maps. Tip number 5. Do not ever open white or blue gear boxes. Always craft these into a higher tier box. You will only ever want to open your purple or gold boxes. Even early on, the gear that you would get from white or blue boxes is absolutely not worth your time. Tip number 6. Do not limit break your ships until level 70. Once you limit break your ship, this will increase your oil costs, and it might be tempting to limit break your ships pre-70 to get a little bit more fleet power, but the detriment to your oil will come back to bite you in the long run. Typically, the small boost in power early on won't be that big of a deal while you are farming 3-4 for foxes for the rest of your life. The best course of action is to level them to 70, break them once, level to 80, then break them again, and then finally full break them at 90 to take them to 100. This will be your best path for fuel efficiency in your fleet. Tip number 7. Level up multiple fleets. While it may seem that the best course of action is to focus on one fleet and max them out, the hard mode quests often require a mix of ships, and if you are not working on leveling second and third fleets, you will be left with gaps when it comes to the hard mode maps. Additionally, leveling up a second or third fleet will give you the opportunity to farm some of the maps in stage 2 or 3 for gear, as some of the better auxiliary items in the game drop out of these stages. This also allows you to get a feel for how ships work together and try out new combos. You can also use these fleets to unlock items in the collection menu later on. Additionally, some maps will require you to run multiple fleets, so having multiple fleets at least a mid-level will be beneficial in the long run. Tip number 8. Try to gauge your commissions based on the amount of time that you have. If you know that you are going to be able to play for a while, or at least interact with the game, knock out some of your 1 to 2 hour commissions first, leaving your long commissions for either overnight or when you're at work and unavailable. This will help with your efficiency in making sure that your girls are doing their best while you are. Speaking of commissions, unless you are absolutely overflowing with oil, do not send your ships out on the commissions that require large amounts of oil. Your resources will be better spent running missions, as the rewards will often be around the same, and you will get ships, gear, and personal XP from farming missions instead. Again, if you are overflowing with oil, however, you can send a secondary or third fleet out to level them up while farming on your main fleet. Tip number 9. If you're having an easy time farming a map, always aim for the boats with 2 or 3 arrows above them. This will increase the XP that you get. 2 triangles means that you will be getting a 1.1 times experience, and 3 will net you a 1.2 times experience. And while that might not seem like a lot, it definitely stacks up over time. And Tip number 10. Tap Akashi twice a day for glorious prizes. You will want to pat her until you see a heart animation or until she pops her tools out of her sleeves. I personally tap her about 30 times just to be safe and to hear all the cute dialogue. In the future, this will actually unlock a quest to unlock her as a ship. Now, the things that you get will vary from bullens to boxes to oil to gems to coins, all kinds of stuff. So after you tap her later on, she will mail you these items. So make sure that you are patting that cute little shop girl's head. So I hope that these tips have helped you out a little bit. I know that the game is a little bit confusing early on and you may not know what to do. So make sure you stick around to the channel as I will be putting out more tips, tricks, and guides to Azurlane. I would like to thank all of the Patreons that help make this channel possible. You guys rock. If you would like to join them, there is a link down below in the description. But if you would like to support the channel, you can just hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you next time. Take it easy, Commanders. Peace.